Lord forgive me for this trap shit. Sergeant Smack making backflip. Telly Hank with the action. With the vital speaking Spanish. Frank Matthews, how I vanish. Poof. Came back like I'm King Tut. Gold BBS is on a beamer. When Fat Cat was 10 queens up. Ball off the profit, not the re-up. Fly like Puerto Rican Jesus. Uptown like I'm Baby May. Just caught a touchdown from the bay.
Get your food! Who? Get the gun? Who? Nay. Get your food! Get your food! If you say one more thing, I'm gonna knock you out. Oh my grandma, say one more thing, I'm gonna knock you out. Get your food! Who? Get the gun? Who? Nay. Get your food! Get your food! If you say one more thing, I'm gonna knock you out. Oh my grandma, say one more thing, I'm gonna knock you out. Oh, say one more thing, I'm gonna knock you out. Ladies, get your food! Who? Get the gun? Who? Nay. Get your food! Get your food! If you say one more thing, I'm gonna knock you out. Oh my grandma, say one more thing, I'm gonna knock you out. Oh, say one more thing, I'm gonna knock you out.
Take a look at the surveillance video we're about to show you. Chicago police hope you'll recognize these murder suspects. The video shows a man, woman, and a car involved in a deadly shooting Sunday in West Pullman. A 32-year-old man got into an altercation with another man who pulled out a gun and shot and killed him. The shooting took place in the vestibule of a fast food restaurant near 116th and Halsted. If you recognize these two people or the car, you're asked to call Chicago police.
And a disturbing case unfolds in court. A mother accused of ordering her son to commit murder in a West Pullman restaurant. The mother and son are now charged, both of them. Elizabeth Matthews joins us now with more on this developing story. Elizabeth?
Yeah, not only that, mom, who's accused of giving those shoot-to-kill orders, is now being held on $3 million bail. Parts of that shooting were actually captured on this restaurant's surveillance video, which helped the witnesses identify the suspects to police. So this all happened Sunday night, police tell us, just after 11 o'clock, about 11:05 p.m. 35-year-old Carlishia Hood and her 14-year-old son arrived at the Maxwell Street restaurant on South Halsted at 117th. Hood went in for food. Her son waited in the car. Prosecutors say that's when she began arguing with this man, 32-year-old Jeremy Brown, who was also inside ordering food at the time. Hood began texting her son, who appeared in the doorway, hands in his pockets. A fight became physical between Hood and the victim. The victim was able to punch the woman once. That's when prosecutors say the boy pulled out a gun, fired a single shot to the victim's back, followed him outside, kept firing, striking him fatally twice in the back.
Once outside of the restaurant, while the co-defendant was still shooting at the victim, the defendant instructed her son, the co-defendant, to continue to shoot and kill the victim. Once the co-defendant finished shooting the victim, the defendant turned her focus towards witness one. She began pointing at witness one and instructing her son to shoot her.
Prosecutors say the Hood even tried to get the gun from her son, but he pushed her away. No shots were fired at that witness, who is also the victim's girlfriend. Both mother and son facing murder charges. She's also charged with contributing to the delinquency of a minor. The teen boy also facing unlawful use and possession of a firearm. Both, we're told, did surrender themselves to police yesterday. We're also told that Hood, the woman charged in this, the mom charged in this, also had a FOID card herself and was licensed to conceal carry. Reporting live, Elizabeth Matthews, Fox 32, Chicago.
Now, I know it's going to be a lot of y'all in the comment box like she was in the wrong or she shouldn't have put him in that kind of situation. Now, I don't give a fuck if my mama boyfriend was King Von. I would have been pissed if my mama ain't come get me. Like, watch out, mama. Cause what the fuck? What's the word? The Shades Popalot reporting on MOBB business per usual. We in Illinois with it. Y'all go ahead and meet us in the 11,000 block of South Halsted. Nigga, we posted at the Maxwell Street Express. Now, during the course of doing this episode, I feel like we are going to be forced to ask, how far is too far if you're in the process of defending your mother? Now, today, I'm going to try to do my best to explain the situation surrounding a 35-year-old mother by the name of Carlishia Hood, and a situation that her and her 14-year-old son would end up in at the West Pullman restaurant that would end with both of them being charged with murder. Now, the situation surrounding those murder charges, in the wee hours of Sunday, July 18th, 2003, that's when Carlishia, who some, depending on who you would ask, might even say is the victim, would find herself at the Maxwell Street Express, a place that media outlets describe as a hot dog stand, at about 11:12 that Sunday evening, when she would somehow find herself in the middle of an altercation with a seemingly ragey 32-year-old by the name of Jeremy Brown, who happened to be at the restaurant ordering food as well with his girlfriend. Now, I'm not quite sure, as it hasn't been released, as what would spark that argument, but as soon as the what looks like cell phone video begins to play, you will see what looks like a very angry individual screaming at someone that's pretty much not in camera, "Just go ahead and get your food." Now, there's no report whether the two individuals knew each other before this run-in at the restaurant, and it's quite possible, as it seems like that situation was very, very heated for two strangers to be in. But then again, this is Chicago, ain't it? And I'm not quite sure how, because he was in already what seems like an escalated state, but it seems like the situation would escalate even more when Carlishia Hood is heard saying, "Just go to the car." And like I said, I'm not sure if the two individuals knew each other, but I highly doubt that she was speaking to Jeremy Brown. But for some reason, that statement just seems like it outraged him. And he would begin to say to Carlishia Hood, "Say one more thing and I'm going to knock you out." I almost want to say he repeated it multiple times, with even adding, "I put that on my grandmother." Now, Carlishia Hood, undeterred by the threats, could be heard uttering more unaudible words, when, with no other warning than he had given previously, Jeremy Brown would proceed to cock his hand back and attempt to do what he said that he was going to do initially, which was knock Carlishia Hood out. And he wouldn't even land 3 blows before you would hear gunshots that were occurring from outside of the video frame, with what seemed like a regular fight turned murder mystery. ABC News Eyewitness 7 will publish an article on June 21st, 2013, saying that the Chicago Police Department had released surveillance footage of the West Pullman shooting in an effort to identify an unknown female and male suspect. They would proceed to plaster photos of the two on various news outlets, and it would be less than a week before authorities would identify the 35-year-old mother along with her 14-year-old son. And when the details would break surrounding the shooting, it would make the crime even more shocking, with authorities describing it as a situation where Miss Hood ordered her 14-year-old son inside of the restaurant to shoot 32-year-old Jeremy Brown. Not only that, they would explain that after Jeremy Brown was shot, Carlishia Hood would point at his girlfriend, who accompanied him to that restaurant, also ordering her 14-year-old son to shoot her as well. Now, no one else was hurt, as surveillance footage would catch the two fleeing the restaurant after the shooting. But just days after the shooting, it has a lot of people wondering, is this self-defense or cold-blooded murder? Which leads me to my stance, just based on the video evidence. And like I said earlier, and I'm going to add this, with only being 14, Ma, get out the way. Somebody getting sparked up. And I'm going to see you in 6 years. But that's just my take. I'm really interested to know how y'all would handle this situation. And on top of that, what are y'all thoughts of Carlishia Hood? Now, the news did report that she had a right to carry herself. So we really would have to be privy to those text messages with police saying that she ordered her son in there. And it could be really mixed up because on video, she's even heard saying, go back to the car. So not sure if it was a situation where she realized she might have put her son in a volatile situation and try to send him back. But just watching his mom get attacked, you almost, like, if you've seen the video yourself, you see him fumbling to try to grab that gun out the hood. It just really makes me think that it's going to be a situation where they're probably both going to walk from this. But what are y'all thoughts? Y'all make sure y'all hit the red subscribe button and the bell right under this video so y'all know when this real trill spill shit is dropping. Y'all get in the comment box. Per usual, y'all go ahead, run it up. Let me know what cities we need to go to, what stories we need to tell, what we missed, what I got wrong. Get at your boy directly. Instagram, Twitter, POP_A_LOT. And until next time, it's your guy, the streets gatekeeper. Salute the almighty mob.